You are listening to Radio Long Island City, recorded at our studios near Hell Gate, 9 kilometers north of the Harbor Hill Moraine. And now, the Observatory. The Observatory, Wednesday the 18th of March, 2026. It is 87 days after the winter solstice. It is 2 days before the spring equinox. By the Hebrew calendar, the month of Nisan begins tonight at sunset. Today is the 19th day of the American and Israeli war against Iran and Lebanon. The sun rises today at 7:02 a.m. Solar noon takes place today at 1:04 p.m. The sun sets today at 7:06 p.m. Civil twilight ends at 7:33 p.m. and nautical twilight ends at 8:05 p.m. The length of daytime today is 2 minutes 43 seconds longer than yesterday. The new moon arrives today at 9:26 p.m., and we begin lunation 1277. The moon rises today at 6:45 a.m. and sets at 6:57 p.m. The first quarter will arrive on Wednesday, the 25th of March. These are the predicted tides today for Horns Hook. In the wee hours, low tide, 4:20 a.m., minus 6 centimeters. In the morning, high tide, 10:36 a.m., 1 meter 55. In the afternoon, low tide, 4:39 p.m., minus 9 centimeters. At night, high tide, 10:58 p.m., 1 meter 65. In our shared realm of plants and animals, the leaves of the daffodils are getting tall, about 8 inches high, and the stalks that will bear the flowers are standing proud, about 2 inches taller, with buds just beginning to swell. French tarragon has put out fresh shoots with leaves, a hint of the abundance to come, and the strawberries are putting out fresh greenery as well. But now is also a time of reckoning, when it's clear some herbs didn't make it through the hard frosts we had this winter. The sage sits inert, and the rosemary is sad and gray and desiccated. Commemorations. On this day in 1922, the first public bat mitzvah ceremony took place. Now, of course, the bar mitzvah is the coming-of-age ceremony for Jewish boys, but to hold an equivalent ceremony for girls was an innovation, to say the least. It took place at the Society for the Advancement of Judaism on the Upper West Side of Manhattan. The congregation was led by the Reconstructionist rabbi Mordecai Kaplan, and it was his daughter Judith for whom the ceremony was conducted. Unlike boys, she did not read from the Torah scroll, but read her portion in Hebrew and English from a printed Tanakh. She also intoned the closing blessing. The bat mitzvah is now a standard part of many branches of Judaism, and belatedly we wish mazel tov to Judith Kaplan. On this day in 1963, the Supreme Court issued its decision in Gideon versus Wainwright. It ruled that state courts are required under the Sixth Amendment to provide a lawyer in criminal cases for defendants unable to afford their own. It was a milestone in American justice. On this day in 1965, Poppin' Fresh, the Pillsbury Doughboy, was introduced. The mascot was created by Rudy Pertz and Carol H. Williams at Leo Burnett Advertising, accompanied by the slogan, "Say hello to Poppin' Fresh Dough." The plump character wears only a scarf and a chef's hat, and giggles when his ample belly is poked. In the 1970s, Poppin' Fresh was given a wife, Poppy, and 2 kids, Popper and Bun Bun, a dog named Flapjack, and a cat named Biscuit. Happy birthday, Poppin' Fresh. Today we remember Kicking Bear, born this day in 1845. The Lakota tribal leader fought alongside his brother, Flying Hawk, and his cousin, Crazy Horse, during the War for the Black Hills. He was also a holy man, active in the ghost dance religious movement of the 1890s. Although when the ghost dances were later violently suppressed, he expressed his regret, saying, "Who would have thought that dancing could make such trouble?" He later toured Europe with Buffalo Bill Cody's Wild West show. In 1896, he was part of a delegation of tribal leaders who went to Washington, D.C. to express their grievances over the treatment of their people. At his death in 1904, he was buried with an arrowhead, a symbol of his desire for the old ways he saw pass away. Remember kicking bear today. Finally, today we wish a happy birthday to Queen Latifah, born this day in 1970. Across music, television, and film, she has made a deep mark. Did you know that she was the first hip-hop artist to get a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame? She once said, "Racism is ignorant, and it's stupid, and it's old, and it's played out. So beat it already with that, you know what I mean? Let's all get along. I'm tired of that damn sentence, but it's true." Happy birthday, Queen Latifah. And that is the Observatory, Wednesday the 18th of March, 2026.